out to Slab City for a memorial service for a friend who died trying to ride out his first summer in the slabs. His name was Special Ed. It was a wonderful event, and I was able to catch up with a few of my slabber friends, like Mad Mac, Angie, and of course, Community Cause. At the event, I was finally able to meet a few people I'd only known online up until then. Wanna Wander and her BFF Chris Miller, and last but not least, the subject of this video, the amazing Dave Lowe. I was able to catch up with him the following day, over at the Ponderosa, when things were a little quieter, and he agreed to sit down and do this quick little interview. Hey! Dave Lowe.
What's going on, Joe?
What the fuck, man?
Nothing.
Finally got to meet you. Million questions to ask you.
All
Curious
right.
about a lot of shit, but I'll try to limit it to like 2 or 3, and we'll just do a quick interview. So, where are we right now? What's this building we're in?
We're inside the California Ponderosa in Slab City.
And there's a big history of this place, and you're pretty close with the people here, right? This is kind of
Sure.
like your people, right?
My home during the wintertime, yeah?
Yeah, home away from home?
Pretty much.
Yeah. And the Ponderosa was, you were telling me it was started in the 80s?
No, I think it was started in the early 90s or late 90s.
And there was a dude with white hair, looked like Willie Nelson, who started it.
Guy named George.
George. And he hightailed it out.
Yeah, I'm not sure for what reason.
Well, he left. He had
Left.
wanted to move on.
Right, for whatever reason, correct.
And now Shannon owns it, and Shannon's wonderful. We met her last night at Special Ed's Memorial.
Yep, she is a hard-working woman.
How did you come in contact with these people, or was it like a long story?
Well, my first year in the slabs, I stayed with Cause
Okay.
up at the Eco Village.
How did you meet him?
Online. Just
On his
yeah, going down the
YouTube.
Slab City rabbit hole.
Okay.
And then I watched Cause for a year, and then I came out to visit for his birthday one year, and the next year I was
You're a moderator on his channel, right?
from almost for like the last 4 years, 5 years, 4 years.
So when you do that, you can see the chat, and if somebody is acting up, you can eject
Right.
them?
Yeah, in Cause's chat, we only kick people out for doxing or racist crap or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Cause is pretty open free speech.
Yep. And then, so in the order of people, Cause is the first person, your contact with Slab City.
Right.
And staying there, this is just down the road.
Right.
So you meet these people and
Right. I met Shannon when I first got here. I was looking at that basket on my bike. I was looking to build something so Happy could ride on that bike with me.
Okay.
And Shannon gave me the milk crate. So that's how I first met Shannon.
So once someone helps you with your dog, they're a friend for life.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So you're from Reno,
From Reno.
and would you consider yourself a nomad?
I am now.
You're a nomad, 100%.
Yeah, I have no permanent address per se.
And it must be a long road winding all over the country, maybe out of the country sometimes.
Yeah, a couple times.
What, do you have like a migratory pattern as a nomad, or
Not really. I leave here and head north
because of the heat?
because of the heat.
You want to get relief. I remember
Right.
last season you were like, I'm out of here, it's getting too hot, I'll
Well,
see you guys.
I was here longer than I wanted to be last year because I had booked a band and they couldn't come till the end of April.
Okay.
So I stayed until
Which band was yours?
Snailmate.
Okay. And they played the range?
Yeah, they played at the range. They played an awesome show for us.
The world's lazy.
He's the laziest man.
Lazy.
He's the laziest man.
Lazy.
He's the laziest man.
Laziest man in the world.
Maybe people might say that I am my own worst enemy. I get all tuckered up, I'm not exerting any energy. I prefer to be the middle link in human centipedes. I don't want to be decided when it's time to shit and eat. Literally anything that isn't sitting against me. I pretend to be a slave when anybody intervenes. You want to say I got a problem?
Yeah, I got several videos on my YouTube
I'll
channel.
link it up.
I
there.
got some YouTube videos, Snailmate, in the past in Reno where I met him.
Yeah. So Reno, you said you grew up there.
Born and raised.
Does that mean till 18? Till
No, time I was born until I went to college in Arizona. We came back to as soon as I was done with Arizona with college, came right back.
So you like the desert?
Yeah, I've always been in the desert.
All right. And your handle is Desert Rat 96.
On YouTube, it's Derek Do, Dearg, or Dave Lowe.
Okay.
Desert Rat. I'm trying to get all my stuff.
What's Desert Rat 96?
Well, 96 is my race car number.
Okay.
And then Desert.
Show them.
I don't know if you can see it.
96. Big 9-6.
My grandpa.
Which is like 69 backwards. Like,
No, because it's six. So my grandpa and my dad both raced 96. So when you roll your car over, it's still 96.
that's smart. You just don't want to roll your car, though.
I've been upside down twice in a race car.
Oh, man.
Come on, Happy. Come on. Come on. Up.
Hey. Hi, buddy.
This is my dog, Happy.
Daddy.
This is my road dog, Happy.
Happy. Do you have anything you want to say? You look so happy. Happy's in great shape. Happy's an older pup.
Happy, you want to sing us a song? Sing me a song. Oh no, Timmy's sleeping. Never mind.
Okay, no song.
No howling.
All right, so Reno till you went to college in Arizona, then back to Reno.
Right.
And then how long did you stay there before you decided to?
Well, so up until 45, age 45.
So most of your adult life you were in Reno.
Right.
What'd you do up there?
I owned an auto shop.
Okay, so that's why you know so much shit about cars.
Right.
Were you in the Army or something?
Nope, no military.
Okay. Somebody you know was in the military? Because I saw a sticker on it.
My dad was in the Navy and the Marines during
Yeah.
Vietnam, and my kid is currently serving in the
Okay,
U.S.
that's what
Army.
my kid is in the young proud parent thing.
Yeah, my kid's a sergeant in the Army currently.
Cool. Was he stationed?
Colorado Springs, Japan.
I'm glad he's in Colorado Springs because we got to do something about those Coloradans, you know?
Yeah.
Keep them under control.
Right.
So 45 and what, you're 47 now?
47.
So 2 years you've been on the road.
2 years, full-time, November 1st.
It doesn't add up to me because you've known Cause, you said, for like
4.
4.
Online. I knew Cause for about 2 years online before I first came out here.
So you have an old soul because I always thought the way you interact with people, like you've been around, known these people for decades. You know? Yeah. So you're learning all this shit too. You're just farther ahead.
I'm still wet behind the ears in the slabs.
Yeah. So Dave, what's your best memory of being on the road? Like when did you realize that's the right move for you?
Well, Padre Island was a huge bucket list trip for me. So when I got to Padre Island, that kind of sealed the deal. I spent almost 6 weeks out on the beach just being a beach bum.
Getting in the flow of nature and the sun.
I could live on the beach in Texas for the rest of my life.
I noticed that a lot of your content, the photos and the little memes that you post are like a lot of deep spiritual shit, you know, like you really touch on a lot of...
I've always been a good writer.
Yeah, no, you have a good flow and
I get pretty philosophical sometimes.
And you seem to be following a path to find some magical spots, like some sacred spots, some places in nature that have a cool energy or something.
I like finding the Tree of Life was pretty
that
neat.
was cool.
That was pretty neat.
Where was that?
That was on the coast of Washington.
Okay.
Off the 101. The rainforest was beautiful.
Did you just hear about the Tree of Life and went and found it?
No, somebody told me about it, that it was on my way, so I made it a point to stop there.
Was it hard to find?
Nah, the parking lot, you just walk right down some stairs to a beach.
I've gone out to find like cool things and gotten so lost, like this Two Guns Arizona thing. I was trying to find the Apache Death Cave.
Yeah.
I parked right by it.
And walked
Didn't
right
know it was
past
there. I searched for like 2 days before I found it.
Nice.
I think those things, the whole story of like the journey is almost more important than the destination. You know?
Absolutely. The journey is always the best part.
Yeah, and finding something and sticking to it. And sometimes you think you're looking for something and you find something else entirely different that you were meant to find, you know?
I always try to go the road less traveled, always.
So you said Padre Island, Texas, and maybe the Tree of Life.
That was pretty cool. There was
rainforest.
There was a witness tree in, God, I want to say South Carolina. I think it was South Carolina where Abe Lincoln read the Emancipation Proclamation to newly freed slaves.
Right.
That kind of made my hair, the energy made my hair stand up on end.
Important historical spot. Have you been in every state?
Every state but Alaska.
I've been there.
That trip has been
8
planned
states.
multiple times and has fallen through multiple times. So I'm kind of waiting for Happy to move on before I start the next leg of my journey, because I want to leave the United States, and there's some bucket list shit in Europe that I want to do. I've always wanted to ride the train from England to Italy.
Oh, I was going to ask you, Nemo, is he back in America?
Nemo is still in the UK, currently working to get back. His time is almost up there.
Because after the whole special ed thing, then you said, has anyone seen Nemo?
Yeah, we ended up
search for him.
So we ended up putting out a APB on Nemo, and the day that police report was filed, he called us.
Okay.
So yeah,
You could take the report off.
Yeah, we had to call because we had to call the embassy.
Which city do you even call to put the report in?
Well, we knew his last whereabouts through another person that was in contact with him, so we knew that he was somewhere.
Denmark or something?
No, yeah. Well, he was in Holland, and then we figured out that he was in Manchester, England. So by getting a hold of the consulate and stuff like that, and the embassy, we were able to file basically a missing persons report.
So he'll probably head back here at some point. I was going to say, if you're driving and you go up, through Washington into Canada and Vancouver and come back around, I heard that, and I've been to Homer, Alaska, which is the end of the road, basically, and I think they have a bar there with money taped up all over it, and it's that technically is, if you follow California Highway 1 and keep going north, it ends there, because you're on the spit. Like you go out to the end of this little man-made thing in this harbor, and then you also can check out, I think it's Anchorage, and then there's a whole peninsula that connects Anchorage to Homer.
But isn't that the Aleutian Islands?
That's further west, and I bet that would be a cool spot, because that's where the Paleo Indians supposedly walked over and became the first people in this continent,
Maybe. They found footprints in white sands that are like 30,000 years old. So
of who?
Indians, natives. So there may have been people here way before we thought.
Before that ice bridge was there?
Yeah, that might rewrite some history.
Wow, how'd you hear about that?
We'll just watch a lot of documentaries on Netflix.
Sci-Fi Channel?
There's one on Netflix called Ancient Apocalypse. You should check that out.
We've watched it. My wife is really into it.
There's a new one out now.
Okay.
There's a new season out now.
All right. And they have evidence, or at least they've carbon dated?
30,000-year-old footprints are pretty solid evidence.
I guess they can carbon date the material?
Yeah, through carbon dating, yeah.
Yeah. Huh. So the Paleo Indians might have been the newcomers. They might have been invading someone else's land.
Yeah, that's what they're thinking.
Or they could have lived in separate, complete areas and never interacted.
Right.
But
yeah, they're finding petroglyphs and stuff that are 25, 30,000 years old.
Yeah.
So there may have been natives here way before there was natives.
Quartzite. You're a big quartzite guy, right?
I've been a few times. I spent about a month out there a couple of years ago. I just go up there for the partying.
Yeah. And do you run into a lot of the same people? Like,
oh yeah.
How many cities have you seen Wanda in?
Whoa, man, quite a few. But
like from coast to coast?
Mostly on the West Coast.
Okay.
Wanda stayed at my house in Reno for a week one time while her van was having some problems, so I did some work on her van. Wanda actually lived in my camper before I lived in my camper.
How'd that happen?
Because she stayed at my house for a week.
Okay, so you had gotten a new camper. And
the truck camper, so I was actually in the process of prepping it.
So she broke it in and gave it a stamp of approval for you. Probably cleaned it up a little.
Nah, it was pretty bare in there when I first started, but yeah, she slept in my camper for a week before I even used it.
Well, Dave, thank you for chatting. Thank you for organizing that memorial last night. I think that was really special. Yeah. And thanks for meeting up with me. And it's good to have you as a buddy.
Yeah, no problem, man. Come back anytime.
Thanks a lot.
We'll go do some exploring or something.
Mr. Dave Lowe here, DL on the DL. Over and out. 3, 2, 1.